Hey, what's up guys, Jaeky here. Today I'm going to be going over my warm-up routine that I used to hit top 400 Radiant. I would basically do this warm-up routine before I played comp, and it would just make my aim feel a lot more on point, and I would just be a lot more consistent and have less bad games overall. So basically before I played comp, I would just do this warm-up routine for 10 to 15 minutes, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys that routine. So for my warm-up routine, I don't use any external programs like AimLab or Kovacs. I do my entire warm-up inside of Valorant, so I use everything that Valorant provides me, like the range and deathmatch to warm up, and that's just personal preference. I really don't feel a need to use any external aim trainers to warm up. I just feel like I like doing everything inside of Valorant. So I really only spend 10 to 15 minutes warming up. I feel like warming up for too long is actually detrimental to your aim and will actually make you play worse because your aim is just so fatigued if you warm up for like longer than 20 minutes, let's say. I feel like 20 minutes is sort of where you want to keep it under, because anything more than that is just really not going to help your aim too much in terms of warming up. And so yeah, let's get right into it here. The first thing that I like to do is actually hop into the range. Now that we're in the range, I pretty much just like to range for 5 to 10 minutes. And basically what I'll do is I'll just buy a Vandal or Phantom. It's really up to you, but I typically just buy a Vandal. And I'll just spawn in practice bots here and I'll shoot these bots just for like 2 to 3 minutes. And what I'm focusing on here is just like strafing back and forth and making sure that I'm bursting the bots in their head. So I'm like strafing back and forth and just taking my time to shoot on the bot's head just until I get comfortable with my strafing, and I feel like I'm comfortable with my strafe timings to where I'm shooting in between my strafes properly. So I just do this for a little bit here, and then after I'm comfortable doing that, I don't really do that for too long. I will press F3 and then click on eliminate 100 under streak, and then I will do the eliminate 100 bots. So I'll just stand in the middle here and I will shoot at these bots. So as they spawn in, I'm just moving in between, doing my little strafes and then just shooting these bots and doing the 100 challenge. Not really trying to do this like super fast or anything, just like taking my time, making sure I'm accurate and moving in between to make sure I get my strafes down, and then I'm just going back and forth and shooting at these bots. So after I'm done doing the 100 bots, I'll press F3 again, and then I will do the hard bots. But if you're not good enough to do hard bots, then obviously you can change this to medium or easy depending on what skill level you're at. So I just put it on hard bots, press start, and then I will do hard bots here just until I feel comfortable. So maybe 2 or 3 times of doing hard bots. And I aim to just hit around 20 bots is my benchmark. So I try to aim for a goal of hitting at least 20 of these bots on hard. So yeah, there was 21, and then I'll do this maybe 2 or 3 times. And that's really it for the range. Also, like in these practice bots as well, like after I'm done bursting, sometimes I'll do spraying just to like get my spray comfortable. Even though I don't really spray that often, I still like sometimes do just pull down a little bit just to warm up my spray. But really I'm just like shooting these bots until I feel like my hand is like warmed up and my fingers as well. And I just have like the timings down to where I'm strafing and just one tapping these bots. The main thing here that I'm warming up when I'm like just randomly shooting these bots is like making sure that I'm bursting / tapping in between my strafes. That's like the main thing. I'm just warming up the timing here of the strafes. It's not really that much about warming up your aim, but more of like your movement and your aim together. So yeah, that's really all I do in the range. Nothing too crazy. I just do this for 5 to 10 minutes and then I will back out. Again, you don't want to like warm up for too long, so I make sure to not warm up for like a crazy amount of time. But after I'm done in the range, I will then hop into a deathmatch. And I really only play typically 1 deathmatch, but sometimes I'll play 2, like if I'm waiting for my duo to get on, for example, or I just feel like I need to warm up an extra little bit more, then I'll play 2 deathmatches. But typically I just only play 1 deathmatch after the range, and then I feel like I'm ready to hop into comp. But you know, if you need a little bit more, you can play 2 or 3 deathmatches. Again, you don't want to warm up too much though, so just make sure that you're not overdoing it. But I typically just like to play 1 or 2 deathmatches and then hop straight into ranked. So yeah, this isn't really like an aim training routine. It's more of like just a warm-up routine that I like to do every time before I queue ranked. just to get the blood flowing and to get my hands warm, to make sure that I play as consistently as possible. My aim training routine is a little bit different, and I have made an entire video going over my entire aim training routine. So if you want to check that out, I will leave a link to that in the description below. But yeah, this is really just for warming up before I play ranked. Aim training is a completely different thing that I do.
That's 3.
But yeah, no, I don't really focus on anything specifically inside of the DM, and I mainly just use the Vandal because that's like my main gun that I use. I don't really use the Phantom too much, but obviously if you're a Phantom main, you can use the Phantom. But yeah, I typically just use like the Vandal here all throughout. I don't really focus too much on anything specific. I'm really just here to warm up my aim. If you were aim training and you had a specific goal in mind to improve, like let's say crosshair placement, for example, then you could hyper focus on crosshair placement inside of the DM. But when I'm warming up for comp, I really just run around, try to keep my crosshair placement good, and just try and kill people, to be honest. Typically, I'll have some music playing as well, but just for the sake of the video, I don't have any music playing. But yeah, I'll just listen to some music while I DM here to warm up. And like I said, if after this DM I don't feel like I'm ready for comp, then I will just play another one. But typically I just play one DM. Even if I don't like play super well in the DM, I'll still keep ranks. So that's pretty much it, guys. Really quick and easy warm-up routine that I pretty much do every time I play ranked. And again, you really only need to spend 10 to 15 minutes doing this. You don't have to spend a crazy amount of time doing it. And this will just help make sure that you are as consistent as possible when you're playing your ranked games. So hopefully this helps you guys out and helps you guys perform a little bit more consistently in your ranked games. If it did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.